Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. So, Taurus, there's a lot going on here. I see that you've been through something very difficult in which someone fumbled you, someone mishandled you. It's as though they said, "This is my shadow, this was what's wrong with me," and they just handed it to you. And then left you to deal with the aftermath of that. They left you in pain. I don't know who this was to you, Taurus, but it was really disappointing. I see that. Really disappointing. But you have handled this whole thing with grace. You have used this as a transformation, and you've done so with grace, with great finesse. I'm hearing Spirit is very proud of you. Yes, you face something very painful here with Pluto energy. And there's some really wonderful energy in front of you. Okay, this could have to do with your solar energy, so like your soul purpose, your career, your fifth house of passions, children perhaps. But first, Taurus, it's like there's something else that we have to kind of confront, okay? Or there's somebody else who has to confront something with you. Okay, so Taurus, remember that whether you are a Taurus sun, rising moon, you could be on either side of this, or the energies could be enmeshed. And if you're a cross watcher, then remember that this could also be your reading about a situation with a Taurus, because we have all signs somewhere in our chart. Okay, so keep that in mind. Taurus, I feel like you've had to wear a lot of hats lately. Like it feels like you've had a lot of pressure on you. You're showing up here with the energy of the frog foremost. Okay, so this energy is easily weighed down. And like I said, I feel like you are carrying, okay? So you're carrying a lot, and you're wearing all of these different hats here. We have the Fool, the Mother, the Gambler, and the Warrior. All right, whether you're masculine or feminine, the Mother is just simply a nurturing, creative energy. Okay? Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. The Gambler is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And the Warrior is strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Okay, so like I said, you've handled something here with grace. And it's been heavy. It's like, man, I could sure use a break from that. Or I could sure use like a sort of turn of fortune, and I feel like that is coming in for you. And I'm getting a headache right here as I'm... Okay. So yes, you have been through a lot. It's not over yet, but there is like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, after the rain comes the rainbow and the good fortune associated with that. So what I'm saying here, Taurus, is that it's not all been for nothing. All right, your energy here, yes, this is moving through a situation with grace. We have Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles as your overall theme, with endurance, Sun in Scorpio. So this is about moving through difficult change with grace. You know, like I said, there could have been somebody who disappointed you, who betrayed you, who abandoned you. You could be having maybe some financial fluctuations at this time. maybe some health issues. I don't know. This could be a variety of different things, but it's like you have all this pressure on you and you're still excelling in your life. And there's someone around you, and I don't know if it's this person, but there's somebody here with poor boundaries or like maybe it's just energetic if you're not actually in contact with this person, but this person is like watching you and wanting your attention. And I was hearing that they're hungry for you. Okay, so someone mishandled you and now they can't help but look on as you excel. So Taurus, where this is all leading you, I feel like there's a partnership at play here. Okay, that is on the other side of this difficulty. But there's definitely passion. There's definitely an acceleration when it comes to your career, when it comes to your sense of having passion in your life. You could have a strong sun placement. You could have, you could have sun in Leo, but there's a strong sun and Leo energy here. You could also have Leo as your midheaven sign. Okay, you could have Leo in the 5th house as well. So yeah, I'm just seeing that whoever I'm talking to, they have a significant Leo placement in their chart. Okay, maybe Capricorn as well. Possibly Cancer. So there is something here about your career, like you really shining. Your career matters, really taking off, feeling good about what it is that you're creating when it comes to that. And there's also this partnership here, okay? An alliance that is going to help with your day-to-day, like make it more sustainable, allow you to focus your attention on the activities which you would like to further your growth when it comes to that energy. So like maybe this is talking about a division of tasks. Maybe you and this person are going to share a home or something that's going to allow you to be more efficient. But Spirit is asking you to explore a vision, this vision of how your life can be, like to really get into it and daydream. Okay. So you and someone here will be exchanging messages and information regarding resources. This is about an abundant partnership that is forming for you. Okay. So we do have a spread that I'm going to get into here, but I'm just going over the initial energies that I'm seeing. By the way, welcome whether you're new or returning. This is Danger Cat Mystic. My name is Amanda, and I'm so happy to have you here. It sounds like I had a hard time saying my own name. Whatever. Okay. Amanda. Taurus, your soul assignment right now, like the spiritual lesson that Spirit is wanting you to integrate here, is the card of Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? All right. Now, you are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people, are you, Taurus? You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Okay, so this could be something that feels like it's difficult to do, but it's like, I need to do this. Okay. Now, another message I was getting, Taurus, is that this difficult energy that needs to be moved through, okay, for you or whoever else is involved here, okay, it's obvious that you have been through a time that's been difficult. It feels like right now you're starting to get your footing again. You're starting to feel that experience of like contentment in your day-to-day life again. It's like, I can breathe a little bit. Yeah, I might be busy, but I still feel balanced. I feel grateful. I feel content with where I'm at in life. Like, I'm giving myself a pat on the back for how I handled that situation back there. It sucked, but I did well. And so now there's this feeling of kind of like, all right, I can breathe for a moment, okay? But there's this thing that we definitely feel is incoming. It's like round 2, fight, okay? Mortal Kombat. I don't know, take that as you will, but a sense here that, now I'm in a good enough place where I feel like I can face whatever this is here with the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. It feels like, yes, this involves another person. Maybe it's the same person who like kind of like handed you like a bomb and you know, figuratively, who dropped a bomb on you figuratively and then just kind of was out of there. And you're like, okay. Or it might have to do with the person that's watching you. Maybe they're the same person. Okay. But it's like somebody is being directed here. They're being shown that it's time for them to take loving, meticulous action with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Star card pointing the way. This is the way shower in this deck. Okay, so it's like somebody is needing to bring an end here with the 10 of Swords to a particular situation. And I asked what we're bringing an end to, and I got the Page of Earth with the Tower. So bringing an end to the crumbling. It's like bringing an end to the ending. And I said, what is an end being brought to? And it's the 10 of Swords with the World and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, it's like the phrase that was coming through was somebody who was juggling their destiny or your destiny. It's like, I think I'm going to try to pursue both of these destinies. And not to say we can't be involved with different projects at the same time, but there are certain parts of life where, or there are certain projects that really require our full attention, you know, or a good portion of it. Otherwise, the project itself will be diminished. The relationship will be diminished. Say somebody is like trying to have 2 relationships at the same time, you know, like something there is going to suffer. So there's somebody here, there's something here about juggling 2 really big things, whether that's a person, a relationship, right? Or different projects. It's like, no, we really need to consolidate here. We really need to consolidate and bring an end to this way of being, maybe this betrayal that happened in the past. Okay? So that is what is coming up on the agenda, all right, for you, Taurus. With all of this Leo energy I'm seeing here, there's something that is being brought into the light. There's something here that requires courage from someone in order to face it. We also have the Strength card. It's like, hello, hello, we are here. It's kind of how it's coming across. Okay, so we already talked about your energy as the frog with the fool, the mother, the gambler, the warrior, like all these different hats you're wearing. And so to answer the question, what is your soul calling you to do? We have here the card of the cobra, which is a very watchful energy. It's observing. It's also saying it might be time to learn something new, to find yourself a teacher, to take on a new course of study. Okay. I do want to quickly reference the book so I don't miss anything here with these cards. Hopefully you don't mind. Oh, I went right past it. Did I not make a bookmark? All right. Did I not? Did I not? Did I not? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Whoops. That's all right. Taurus is patient, right? Mercury's in Taurus right now. So just give me a second. Okay. Yes, Cobra, pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? So, taking a class or study. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So that is what your soul, it feels like, is calling you to do. And what is that regarding? We'll see. Let's clarify a little bit, shall we? For the Cobra, as what Taurus is being called to do. Or maybe you're being called to be a teacher yourself. Let's see. Cobra. Now, I'm getting, as I'm shuffling, this is learning that is either through observation or a course of study. So let's see, what are you learning, meant to learn here? I'm seeing the star card in my mind's eye. The Six of Cups. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. The Hermit. I have the Seven of Cups on the back of the deck. So I feel like this has to do with our emotions. There's something about the past here that feels particularly relevant. Maybe this is something that happened to you in childhood, perhaps. But it's like the Hermit is looking over at this as well as the Two of Pentacles. And remember I said I was seeing the star card, but the star here is in the lantern. Right? So I was correct in one way. It's like we're really looking here with the Cobra. Okay. We're really looking at how our past self relates to our current dreams, like our current state of like, where do I see myself going? It's about continuity here, I feel, because we're really wanting to acknowledge the inner child in this energy, Taurus. Right? Like, we don't start out as half of a person or a quarter of a person just because we're children. In some ways, we're even more advanced than when we're grown up because we haven't been programmed yet, right? So, what is the common thread here that arises for you from the past? How do you see the sense of continuity with who you really are, like who you really are deep down, and how it moves into the future? What are the most essential parts of yourself that you cannot do without, right? Because this is about seeing beyond the ego self, and like, well, I need to be seen this way in the world, and I need to be seen that way in the world, and I need to feel as though I'm this kind of person. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. What I'm saying here is that that needs to be integral with who you actually are, or it's not going to truly be satisfying. You'll learn something from it, for sure. I mean, let me tell you, I'm not going to tell you about it, but like the career that I had when I first got out of college, it was a great learning experience, but I don't know that I'd want to do it again. You know what I mean? It wasn't like who I am. So I'm feeling that I'm talking here to somebody who, well, whatever you're learning, whatever course of study or like even self-study, you know, like whether you're self-taught or whatever it is that you are learning to decide to do, it's got to have that sense of continuity that comes out of who you were when you were very young, okay? And even into your past lives, I'm feeling like if you feel like going back that far, then by all means, okay? Taurus, so the external energy that's influencing you here, we have the octopus and the beggar. And so remember I was saying that there seems to be an energy around you that is like, you know, hungry for your energy, maybe not has the best boundaries. I don't know if this is somebody that you're in contact with, or this is somebody that you're not, but they seem to want your energy. Maybe they're dependent on you in some way. It says the light attributes are confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem, while the shadow attribute is the dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. So this might be somebody who wants a lot from you, but maybe they're not like giving you a whole lot, okay? Let's clarify that. Show me this octopus beggar energy. Who is this person to Taurus? I'm hearing that Alicia Keys song, No One. Okay, this person is no one to you. Maybe you're angry at them. I don't know. Show me this octopus beggar, who this is to Taurus. The Hierophant? Okay, so the Hierophant landed on the Cobra. The Hierophant is a card of Taurus, so maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, or you're dealing with a teacher. You're dealing with some sort of, somebody who has possibly rigid ideas about what must be and how things must be done, right? Because the Hierophant is sort of the establishment. Yes, it's a spiritual teacher, but it's also the establishment and convention. Tell me more about who the octopus is. So this is some person who might have some authority in your life, or they just have an idea of how things need to be. the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Page of Wands. So the Four of Wands here, this can be somebody that you were in a partnership with, right? That you had like a very passionate, fun relationship with. But then with the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Wands, this maybe was the person who sort of like dumped their pain on you, or like served you something painful, and then they were kind of like out of there. It's like, here, handle my karma, bye. Like that kind of thing. Well, if they did that, if that's the same person who like kind of like said adios after they dropped some sort of bombshell on you, anyway, then it's like, that's the person who wants your energy now. Why do they want your energy now? The Magician. This person could be somewhat of a like an energy vampire, whether they know it or not. There are a lot of people out there who are codependent on other people, and that's a form of energy vampirism. When you like need other people to validate whatever it is that you're doing. When you need other people's attention constantly. Okay, tell me, why does this person want Taurus energy now? Eight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. So we have the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's realized that the grass was not greener wherever they went off to. Okay, if this is like a love relationship or a friendship or it's like they feel like they need you now. Whatever they thought they were going to go do, it's like, I don't know, something about the way you handled it. And this person is like, well, I'd like to come back to the Queen of Cups, who I'm feeling is you, Taurus, because I did not find whatever it was out there that I thought was going to be my thing. And so they're coming back. And I really don't like that sort of energy because, you know, that's kind of like that Neptune sort of idealism, like wearing rose-colored glasses, imagining this next situation, this next person is going to be like the thing that brings our life joy and meaning and excitement. And certainly people can add to your joy and your meaning and your excitement, but what I learned from a long period of spiritually induced self-isolation is that I can be super happy by myself and I can be miserable by myself. And you know what? Having other people around does not change that. It doesn't. They can't do the work for me that I'm avoiding, right? Like, they can't enforce my boundaries for me if I haven't figured out what those are, what my limits are, and how much I can give. So it's one of those things where you have to be careful with a person like that who needs a lot of attention and feels like they can't be alone. Because how do you trust somebody like that? Right? Yeah, this person is wanting to come back to you. So, I think we're going to talk more about that here in a second because we have this other energy that might be this person watching you. So we're going to talk about that again. See what else we need to clarify. But first, your supportive energy here, and I love this so much, is the cosmic egg. This is your crown chakra and your connection to divine wisdom, to source energy, right? This is like when you meditate and you just feel that cone of energy opening up over your head, just like connecting you out into the universe and all that is. It's like you, Taurus, have the answers that you need. They're always there. Your guides are always working with you. And maybe this cosmic egg is part of what you found when you went through this painful situation, when you went through this deep transformation that Pluto brought you. Okay, so let's look more at this cosmic egg for what's supporting you. The Eight of Pentacles. I was hearing, you dirty rascal. Okay. What's that from? Like Home Alone or something? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Tell me more. The Judgment card. Okay. Ace of Swords and the Hermit. Ooh, love it. Listen, Taurus, you've done a lot of work. You might even work in a spiritual field where you use your crown chakra a lot. You can be very creative. I wouldn't doubt it. You are ruled by Venus after all. You know how to cultivate. You know how to work with energies to create something beautiful. And it looks like you've been doing that. So whatever you are looking at here with the Hermit, right? Looking into the star and seeing what it is that you really want, that you're bringing from who you've always been, right? From your childhood, perhaps. It's like you're seeing the truth of that because of your connection, right? For me, this would be like my sense of magic. From a young age, I've always been into like magical things like fairies and, you know, like all the stories that my mom would tell me. She would make up stories about fairies and gnomes and things. And, you know, like my babysitter, I thought she could do magic tricks. And I just always had like friends who were very creative and creating imaginary worlds. And so it's something like, maybe it's something like that. I don't know. I'm just speaking from my own experience, but there's some sense of who you have always been that you're finding out. And it's because you are connected, okay, with divine consciousness. Taurus. The energy that's challenging you is the crocodile. So maybe this is that person who seems to be watching you and wanting your energy. Or maybe this is a part of yourself. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. So when in balance, it's wise, patient, a silent powerhouse. When out of balance, it feels stuck, lashes out. All right. To bring into balance, it's rest. And there's something about a restful yoga pose here that I cannot. Makarasana. I'm not sure if I put the emphasis on the right syllable there, but it's the Makarasana pose. Okay. So let's clarify what this is. Maybe it's like you're so busy that you feel like you can't take a step back. So that could definitely be needed here. All right, maybe it's not time for you to act. Or maybe this is another person. So we're going to see, what is the crocodile here for the challenging energy? The Ten of Cups. Okay. The Two of Swords. The Six of Pentacles. It almost feels like, well, there could be somebody watching you. This maybe could be family. I don't know. This could also be like, it feels like you have a hard time taking time off to really like dig into these energies and see where it is that you want to go, right? Like it feels like maybe you don't feel like you have time for quiet reflection or as much as you would like to. It also feels like maybe it feels as though you have to make a choice between what would truly make you happy here with the Ten of Cups and like what gives you the greatest sense of financial stability. Or it could be like, do I do what my family wants me to do, or do I do here what would make my life more materially stable? And it just feels like either somebody's like watching you, or you don't feel like you have the time to step back and really figure out like what this is worth to you. Like your values are sort of shifting in some way. And you're like, I really am having a hard time crystallizing how they're changing though. Like, what is it that I really want out of this? Okay, so time for quiet reflection here seems to be a challenge. We did talk about there's this big thing that's still left in this reading. And it's like, what about the situation that we have to work through? I feel like it's this person who wants back in your life, maybe who dropped some sort of, hard news on you and then like walked away. And we did talk about partnerships being relevant to your future going forward. So maybe that's all connected. Spirit, let's just see what is most likely to happen with this partnership that it feels like there's a lot to kind of unpack here and figure out between the two of you. What's going to happen here? Actually, what's going to happen here? Oop, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so that's what we're saying is needing to happen is the Ten of Swords, which can be like an ending to a painful cycle, okay? Right? Like I said, we're bringing an ending to an ending. Like we're ending, okay. Okay, where is this going with a partnership? The Three of Wands. The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so after we address whatever this Ten of Swords is that happened between you, it looks as though there could be a little bit of period of sort of assimilating. I'm getting with the Three of Wands, it's like a period of integrating all that we have sort of exchanged as information. But then the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Swords moving towards that very quickly. It's like we're quickly moving toward this very happy energy with this person perhaps. I mean, the Ten of Cups talks a lot about family. Okay? I'm feeling, it's going to be different for each of you, but I feel that for a lot of you, you're actually coming into union with somebody who, well, this is a transformational energy for both of you is how I'm getting it. And yeah, we could dig deeper into the particulars of that, but this reading is already quite long. So let's see here. What is manifesting here for you? We have two energies that came out. We have the eagle with the whale. All right, so the eagle might be the highest flying animal, all right, in our atmosphere, okay? And the whale is one of the deepest sea animals. I don't know how deep, okay? I'm not a marine biologist. But I'm seeing energies that go to the heavens and extend to the deep, right? Like you're mastering this fire and air energy of movement, of taking action in the world to transform your life in a major way, not letting yourself stay stagnant, right? Like you've done so much work on yourself, you transformed so much, but and you could have a strong command of your masculine energies of fire and air, but it's like you also have this strong, deep, compassionate, emotionally mature self that's not afraid to face the emotional challenges in your life. Okay, so it's like, it feels like no matter what happens in a relationship, it's like you come out as the winner, right? Because it's like your life is headed in such a wonderful direction. Obviously, this person's going to be hungry for your energy, whoever this is. Okay. This looks really beautiful, Taurus. Whoever this is that wants your attention, I feel as though you have to really let them be the one to extend themselves. They already are energetically, but I don't know if you're talking to them right now. Focus on you. And if they really want to make this up to you, then they'll show you that, okay? If they really want to be there for you, they will show you. You're the Empress, Taurus. You deserve that. So, I want to get one final card here from the Dreamweaver's Oracle, and then I'm going to close this off. Even wisdom needs to rest. Ooh, and there's a whale on this card. Card 17. Right. You're wise, you're deep, you're ambitious, you're talented, Taurus. And you have been doing so much. It's time to rest. It's time to take care of yourself, okay? Remember that. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you again soon, and bye.